You're on. You may
Is
state
it
your
on?
name and you may begin.
Is it on?
Yes.
Madam Chairman, Mr. Vice Chairman,
Ms. Sherman, could you get a little closer? Sometimes with our mask, we have a hard time hearing. Thank you.
members of the committee and staff, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Carol Sherman. I'm a resident of Little Rock. 52 years ago, my husband and I welcomed our first child, a beautiful boy. We were in love with him. For many months, we were blessedly unaware that our handsome son suffered from an unknown syndrome, which would prevent speech and cognitive development. That he would never call me by name, that at age 52, his age now, he would function in many ways as a young toddler. Growing up in a home with spacious grounds meant a certain amount of freedom for our son, who was and still is unaware of danger. For almost 15 years, we struggled to raise our family, which included 2 daughters, and always with the reality that John could never be left alone, that we had to know at all times where he was, in the house, outside, that he would be silent and not respond if we called him. One terrifying day when John was a teenager, I could not find him, not in the house, nor was he in the yard. I called my neighbor several blocks down, asking her to go in the street, look to the north, look to the south. Could he be headed toward Markham Street? I hurried up out the back, up an alley, headed for the street behind our house. When I got to the top, a young man, a stranger, stood on the sidewalk and said, "We have him." Our son, a tall, silent teenager, had walked up the alley, crossed a street, walked around a side yard, and into a home where he was not known. The owner, a doctor, was blessedly not afraid of John, though he did not know him or us. And it must have been alarming to see a stranger in his home, probably moving his arms uncontrollably, threatening ways, making strange noises, and coming too close. "Go outside and wait," the doctor said to his own child. "The mother will soon be here." When I think about that day, I think how fortunate we were that Dr. Morris had the confidence to pause and to wait. Wait until events unfolded which would shed light on an unnerving and inexplicable, some would say threatening situation. In some key and terrible ways, older persons experiencing the effects of advanced Alzheimer's disease may exhibit similar traits as those of our son. And in the past 3 years, I have faced that also. These are painful memories to recall and try to relate to you. And my purpose is to urge caution in your deliberations on this bill. A person with a gun may encounter a stranger who seems threatening, but that stranger might very well be one who lacks cognition or capacity. I thank you for the opportunity to speak, and I thank you for your public service.
Thank you, Ms. Sherman.